Welcome to my YouTube channel where we demonstrate and discuss everything related to theatrical and entertainment production crafts. Please subscribe to get the latest updates, posts, and demonstrations. While I will focus primarily on safety in the shops and comprehensive training and operating procedures for tools and machinery, I'll also demonstrate and discuss practical applications like flat and platform construction, scene painting, and more. If you'd like to see something specific, please let me know in the comments. Once again, please subscribe and power up the alert bell to get the most up-to-date notifications about new content. I have a stack of platforms here. They're all rejects for one reason or another. They're not rejects necessarily because of age, but more rejects because of construction style or non-standard stock equipment. Now looking at this platform construction, this is way more cross pieces than we need. This was built prior to my coming here. So this was legacy stock that we've inherited. And I like to go every 2 feet. So 2 feet, 4 feet, 6 feet, and 8 feet. Looks like someone's doing every 16 inches on center. Yeah, that's what's going on here. Every 16 inches on center. 16, 32, 4 feet, 64, 80, and 8 feet. And that's standard house stud framing construction and a lot of standard house flooring joist distances. But we're not building standard house stuff, we're building lightweight scenery, and we get plenty of strength in the platforms at keeping it at 2 feet apart. And we will save ourselves 2 whole pieces of lumber here, and that'll keep the weight of this unit down a little bit. This next platform is also one that I inherited from the previous shop supervisors. And this one, along with a lot of the platforms that we had at the time, have this notch cut out and are designed to take a coffin lock. I'm not a big fan of coffin locks. I think they're a great deal of trouble for very little gain. Because of their placement, they only allow you to connect platforms easily and quickly in set specific locations. If I make these slots consistently in all my platforms, then I can only put my platforms side by side and end to end, and I can only connect them in certain ways. My experience in building sets is that I'm almost never building sets in a consistent, repeatable way like that. I'm building something new and unique every time. And if I was using these to make choir risers or band risers and I'm doing the same setup over and over again, yes, the coffin locks are going to be very useful. But because that's not what I'm normally doing, I find that to be a big pain in the butt. And I'm going to throw this one away finally because it's also glued and stapled. And it's also got the coffin lock notches knocked out of it. And it's also got extra supports more than it needs, making it heavier than it needs to be. Also, when I'm building sets, I often will try to stagger different rows of platforms. And yes, if these are consistent, I could stagger this next one over and half, be them. There are still some staggering patterns that are possible. But I've built a lot of custom sets and custom rakes, and I've almost never built the same exact setup twice. And it's just going to be more efficient to not deal with the coffin locks, not go to the extra labor of laying those out, not go to the extra cost of building coffin locks into all your platforms. So we're going to make this one go away. I hope that gives you some idea of how to approach platform construction and gives you some techniques you can choose to use, and you'll see which ones I prefer and why I prefer those. We'll look more closely at this when we build a platform, when I get to that video, and when we go over legging techniques, we'll talk about screw patterns and attachment points for different types of legs. So hope this is useful. Thank you.